Good lord, that was loud. What's happening out there, guys? I'm back at you there for just a brief bit. We'll jump on there for 15, 20 minutes or so. Just to say hi, let everybody know I'm still alive out here. And fingers crossed, but let's see if the sound is actually working on the stream. Let's see. I'm going to quickly check it on YouTube. And, oh, yes, it's working. Good at What's happening out there anyway, guys? I see Burn shiting in the bucket. What's happening shiting in the bucket? It's been quite some time since I've seen some of these names popping up. The Roving Reporter, there's another familiar name. Guys, what's happening? Nice one for making the return here to Martin's World. Hopefully the audio is coming through anyway okay for you and seeing a bit of red hair on the sound bar, but I'm not even going to mess with it now for fear of wrecking it. A serious amount of dust here on this microphone as well because it's not been used in quite some time. So everybody, how's everybody going on out there? Get your comments into the hot box, guys. It's it's time to blow the dust off that hot box too, guys. And let's fill it with some glorious cannabis goodness. I'm about to grind up some orange sherbet here, guys. What are y'all talking on out there? Anybody got something extra special that they want to tell us about? This orange sherbet has been curing up now for about just close to 5 months, I think. We're just going over 5 months now. And over the last 2 months, oh my goodness, the taste of it has actually really taken off. So I'm very happy with this. Hopefully all you out there are just as happy too, whatever you're talking on. Oh. And guys, hopefully I see Parker out there. What's happening, Parker? Just reminded me. I hope everybody out there is unaffected by yesterday's eventful weather. Fucking down here in Cork anyway, it was an absolute washout for the entire day. We had a river flowing in our front gate at one point, but thank God our front door is high enough. It's about 7 or 8 inches up off the ground. By God, if that water went up 1 inch more, my entire downstairs would have been flooded. So, I consider myself lucky, but I know there's many others out there today around Cork. Fucking don't even have a home to go back to and stuff. They've all been evacuated. So, condolences to those guys. And, if you are one of those affected, hopefully, at least you made it out with your weed. Be nothing worse, your gaff being wrecked, but then on top of it, your bag of weed was in the bottom drawer downstairs that got flooded, Oh, that would break your heart, wouldn't it? Oh, look at this. Oh, yes, the trusty old bong still going strong. We haven't, touch wood, we haven't dropped or broken this one yet. Yet. Keyword, it's glass. Oh, it's Martin Ware, what's happening? Says some HG gelato keeping me grounded. Nice. Very nice. Anybody else dry sifted and pressed with a voice as the Roving Reporter? What's that, smoking on some hash there? So are we. I have some freshly made hash, he says. Oh, yummy. I'm just putting a new gauze there into the bowl because I filled the bowl up, or filled the bong up with water just 2 minutes ago, and I amateurishly put in too much water and it fucking overflowed out the bowl, so the gauze got all wet. Not to worry though. R420 supplies, with these lovely gauzes. Green screen kicking in there. But yeah, guys, R420.ie, shout out to him anyway. Legend of a guy. On Kev. Fudge, yes, hey! Absolutely delighted to see you there, Francie Fudge. It's been a while. I was only actually thinking of yourself and Chloe. Hopefully you're all good, guys. Have you tied a knot yet, guys? When's the big day? I'm hoping you haven't done it without my invite. Did I get lost in the post, huh? Big bless up, guys. Delighted to see you out there in the hot box, and yeah. Oh, can't beat the smell of freshly grinded bud. The only thing that comes close to freshly grinded bud actually is freshly grinded coffee beans, huh? Who's with me on that one, guys? Freshly grinded coffee beans. Oh, I freshly grind my coffee beans in the morning, and the smell of just the kitchen's delicious. But yeah, it comes close second there to cannabis. Please say I brought a lighter. I did. Yes. So, guys, this has been a while since I had one of these on here with you. A little bit of civil disobedience. We've been always at it. It's been a long time, I suppose. Don't really want to get into the whole nitty gritty as to the why it was such a long time I was off, but just know that, priorities and all of that. I had to take care of my own health as well as the health of my family and all of that. But thank God I can gladly come on here and say that we're in a lot better of a position than what we were just a couple of months ago. So it's because of that I'm able to come on here, sit here, and have a little chat with yourselves and blaze up. Honestly, I wouldn't have been able to do it over the last couple of months. My head just wasn't there. I would have been ranting and raving about things that, weren't really relevant to cannabis because of stuff that was going on. But yeah, I'm delighted to be back, guys. I miss you all. And the Hotbox guys over in Telegram, there's a link in the description there, and YouTube anyway, at least. That's been something that I think John was only saying it a while ago. It's been something that really just kept me grounded. It just gave me, a place where I could just find a bit of peace, I suppose. It was much needed. So big shout out to everybody in the Telegram Hotbox guys. You know who you all are. Much love to all of you. This is for you and everybody else out there. Yeah, that cause was definitely in need of a change there. Good Lord, I must have been talking through a kind of a fairly clogged one all along, because that hit hard there, that ball. Guess who's back? Yeah, only for copyright, John. We'd have some songs playing there. First day back on the stream, I suppose. We're trying to keep the copyright guys off our back for a while. Unless, John, will I open up the phone line and we get you in and you can sing it. You sing it for us there, yeah? Who else is out there, guys? Serenable says, hey Martin, long time no see. Hope all is well. Yeah, as I said already, everything is mighty fine. Thank be to God. Phil, man, what's happening? Pink Rosary here. Oh, that sounds interesting. Pink Rosary. I think anything with the pink in the name, just get you curious, all right? Like, what does pink taste like, Who else is out there? Parker's on the wedding cake. Oh, nice. Yeah, I heard good things about the wedding cake, especially from people who suffer with chronic pain. Apparently it works wonders for chronic pain. Who else is there? Come get happy. Great to see you, Martin. Nice and nice to see you out there in the hot box as well. It's good to see at least one person over on Twitch as well. I know that used to always be Hazmat. Maybe that's Hazmat just under a different name again. John O'Regan is there as well. What's happening, John? Hopefully all is good. He says, welcome back. You've been missed. And so have you, John. Hopefully all is well up there in, what's the name of that town you're in again? Just a sec, County Clare. Mr. Finnegan says, you doing multi-streaming, Conlon? I am indeed, yeah, and it's good to see that the Facebook is up there as well, because I wasn't too sure if I was going to launch over on Facebook. It was kind of telling me to reconnect, but I was like, no, it's 20 past, I gotta go live, I'm late enough as it is. Yes, I'm glad somebody brought it up there. Come get happy asking, are you feeling hopeful about the Citizens' Assembly? Guys, I'm incredibly optimistic as to what's to come from the Citizens' Assembly. I really expect the great things in the recommendations, because I suppose in saying that, we had the Justice Department, which I went up and I made a presentation to there, going back last year it was actually, and they made some absolutely amazing recommendations. There was 22 of them. They got published on December 14th last year, if anybody wants to go find them. But the very first recommendation acknowledged the harms done by criminalising people and the shortcomings of it in actually deterring desire for drug use, if you for lack of just paraphrasing, I suppose. But that was the first one. The 21 other Kilkee, there you go, John. The 21 other recommendations there within that report. and they were amazing. One of them was set up, and it wasn't just the cannabis social clubs. It was actually talking about plant-based drugs. So like they were on about like allowing setting up of social clubs for like mushrooms, for maybe ayahuasca, and all sorts of plant-based drugs, which is very good. That was a very good recommendation to be seen. I was blown away by it, and that's, I suppose, why I'm really optimistic about this one. Is I was not expecting anywhere near those recommendations from the Justice Department, and now with the citizens, I'm expecting them to go above and beyond what that report did. I know the lads at Crown, CRAIN, that Reddit subgroup, Trees in Irish. They made a great presentation. One of their members, Graham, I believe it was, he made an absolutely amazing presentation, and within it he included a call for decriminalisation of the growing of the plant and to allow people to set up cannabis social clubs, if you will. That their reports, their presentation, from what I heard, was very, very well received by the citizens above there, and some of the citizens, I believe, saying to Graham and the Crown members afterwards that they're glad somebody mentioned it about growing cannabis. So I'm very optimistic, guys. And with that being said, over the weekend on Saturday, I'll just pop this up on screen here now for you, actually. Final meeting of the Citizens Assembly. Boom, this is up on screen there now for you. But this was published over on the citizensassembly.ie's website just the other day, the 17th of October. And it's just a little bit of information there about the final session of the Citizens Assembly. So it just talks there about the Citizens Assembly on Drug Use will hold its final meeting this weekend, Saturday the 21st and Sunday the 22nd at the Grand Hotel in Malahide to discuss, vote and agree on final recommendations to reduce the harm caused by illicit drug use in Ireland. So it goes on there. If you wanted to read the rest of that yourselves, you can do over on citizensassembly.ie. But the important part I want to get to is this: the draft and running of orders on the day. So there you see the draft running of order for the meeting is on Saturday the 21st of October in the morning. They're going to be finalising the ballot paper questions. So the questions on which they're actually going to vote upon. And then in the afternoon, they're going to commence the voting. So from what I'm seeing here then on Sunday, if it's required, then a continuation of the voting and an announcement of the results. So I'd imagine, so on the Saturday, they're going to be putting together the ballots that they're going to vote on. They're going to voting it. Sunday, they'll continue to vote if required. But then on Sunday, and I believe only Sunday, will they announce the results. So it'll be very interesting. At least we'll know going in Saturday. At the end of Saturday, we'll have a very good idea as to what the recommendations are that they're voting on. As to the results of the ballots, we won't find out those results then, I believe, until the following day, the Sunday. I'm not too sure how the voting is carried out. Will we see, like, is it a case of hands up, guys? Are they pressing buttons? Is it done electronically? I don't know. I should have probably watched the other Citizens Assembly to see how they actually carried out the voting on that final session, but I don't know how they're actually going to do it. But it does say that the announcement is going to be Sunday, so that's the important thing. I'll be streaming it Saturday myself, so we'll do a live stream there Saturday. We'll open up a room there on Zoom, I believe, and we'll have some members there to join in, and we'll have a little panel discussion on the ballots that have been put together and what they're voting on, and we'll just have a little bit of crack there as well as we go through. It will be streamed live over on YouTube on the Citizens Assembly website, on the Citizens Assembly YouTube channel. But if you want to watch it with us, you'll be able to watch it on Martin's World's YouTube, Facebook and Twitch channels, guys. And more importantly, if you want to be a part of the discussion that's going to be taking place, if you want to be a part of the panel, then join the Telegram hotbox or drop me a message then through it. Let me know you're interested in getting in on the conversation there live on air, and I'll send you the link so you can join in on the Zoom. You don't need to have your camera on, guys. You can chat away behind any kind of an image that you like, as long as it's not offensive. But yeah, you can remain anonymous there. Obviously, no, I don't want anybody coming on with fucking altered voices, those voice box things. But yeah, you don't need your video if you're not comfortable with having that on. But I would like to get a couple of you on there to join in on the discussion live with me. And obviously, look, you can join in the hot box as well and just chat away through the different streams. Oh, yes, we've another bowl packed up there and all to go. So, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure to get back on with you. I'm going to blaze this bowl up, and I'm going to start saying my goodbyes to you shortly, but it won't be for too long. Myself and Alexis are actually going to come on later on, and we're going to attempt to finish that game we started there over a year ago, It Takes Two. She's been asking me there for a good while to come on out and finish it, so we're going to attempt to do that there later on this evening. So if you're around and you want to join in on that bit of crack there with me and Alexis as we finish off that game It Takes Two, then by all means, that'll be probably after 6 or 7 o'clock there that way. But yeah, I have to jump off there now in the next 5 minutes as I have to drop my other daughter to work. So we'll blaze this on up with you guys, and we'll jump back into the hot box there. We see what's happening with you. Oh, that was a nice lungful. Can you hear that fecker barking outside, yeah? I'm not seeing it register on the mic when I'm not talking, but maybe when I'm talking you're catching him in the background there, eh? Can you hear the dog bark? I'm just curious, but over the last year we've managed to relocate the studio into more outside of the house anyway. I know you can hear the dogs probably a bit more. Not to worry. Mr. Finnegan says, are you still playing that with Boldface? She was actually only asking me the other day. She says, are you still friends with that John fella? And I said, I am, yeah, unfortunately, yeah. He kind of like, it's like a bad rash. Jokes, John, jokes. Ken, Ichiuji, it says, nice bong, nice one. Got to give a shout out there as well to Cork's newest Starks and Bickle reseller. Cork Herbal Products, kindly enough to gift me this beautiful bong, which you can't really appreciate with the green screen effect on, but like, just take my word for it, it's a beauty. But yeah, Cork Herbal Products, the newest reseller of Starks and Bickle here in Cork, and I suppose across Ireland, as you can purchase online through corkherbalproducts.ie or .com, one or the other. But yeah, check them out. Got CBD buds and all of that stuff there as well, obviously, given it Cork Herbal Products. The Roving Reporter, vote by money envelopes. No, I would hope not anyway. Bob West here saying, don't see the government doing much with the recommendations, just like they did with the Justice Department report. Yeah, Bob, that's kind of where my optimism slowly fades a bit. Like, yeah, when it goes back to the hands of the policymakers, it's all well and good, amazing recommendations being put forward, but as the citizens themselves have alluded to during the assembly, they're worried that like these recommendations won't be actually acted upon. That this is just kind of like a tick in the box affairs. Oh yeah, we'll do that there because we promised it in the programme for government, but we never promised them in the programme for government. We'll actually listen to them, You can tell me your story, but like, it's just a joke. Like, what are we telling them our recommendations for if they're not going to actually act upon them? It's a pointless exercise. But fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. That me and you, Bob, that we're completely wrong in this worry. And even the citizens themselves of the assembly that worry was, it won't come to fruition. Fingers fucking crossed, man. I hope that these recommendations are put forward, and in the lifetime of the current government, we'll see some enactment of them. Most importantly, the decriminalisation of the drug user. I think that's first and foremost has to happen, followed closely and swiftly by the spent convictions for those with convictions for drug use. Anybody with a conviction for simple drug use needs to have that conviction wiped. They need to have their ability to travel and attain jobs restored to what it rightfully should be. People like myself. So those are the first two things that I really hope are a part of the recommendations and get acted upon most swiftly. Everything else then afterwards, it's secondary, it's a bonus to me. regulation, legalization, and all of that stuff is just a bonus. It's like the cherry on top. But the real fucking the bulk of it, what I want to see is just decriminalization of the drug user and spent convictions for the drug user. Most important things to come out of that, hopefully. Mr. Finnegan says, "Don't give away the location." You guys will be listening to the dog barking or getting a recording of it, and then going around listening to see where they hear that dog. Roving Reporter says, "More stalker than friend," I assumed. She loves me. She loves me really, as do you, Martin. Yeah, definitely, man. Bob says, "Give others a mandate to run, though." Hint, hint. 100%. And even if this is acted upon and stuff, I've certainly expanded upon my own election manifesto if an election is to come. So you'll certainly see the name Martin Condon, independent, on the ballot in Cork North Central anyway, that is for sure. Drug policy reform, whether it happen or not, it's still going to be the first piece of my manifesto. But there's very important issues there that I'm also going to be dealing with there, especially when it comes to the mental health here in Ireland of young people and old alike. Whoa, whoa. Can you hear him? I don't know. Anybody let me know there if they heard that dog. Dermot says, "I hope you're well, Martin." And Jerry from Carrick. Hey, what's happening, Jerry? Must have a chat with yourself. How did everything go? It's been a while since we last chatted, but has all of that gone ahead and stuff? If this is the right Jerry I'm thinking of anyway, but howdy. Kane says, "Hi, good to see you again. I was living in Cork around 2 years and I share the best joint around the city. I hope Ireland can grow up about cannabis culture and more info about the benefits." 100%. I think it's coming again. I think the next time you're going to be visiting Cork, I think it's going to be a cannabis-friendly city. I believe the next time you get here, we will probably have some cannabis stores. As long as you're not coming here in the next 6 months, then it probably won't. Mr. Finnegan saying, "Yes, Graham, it was great, if a bit nervous, but spoke well and made very valid points." Was this about last night, was it? Sorry, getting lost in this. But anyhow, we've one more bowl, guys. We'll get one more inchy. All good things come in trees. I think there's a bit of a pun there as well, isn't there? Even though cannabis is a plant rather than a tree. But, you know, it's one thing I always kind of think makes me think is like my mum saying, money doesn't grow on trees. But then it's kind of like, geez, never really heard about growing cannabis back then. I really had to. Because if they did, then they would realise, yeah, it doesn't grow on trees, it grows on plants. Especially plants that are prohibited and highly sought after in society. So yeah, money doesn't grow on trees, it grows on plants. Illegal ones. Oh, so that's the last bit of civil disobedience today. We'll be back on there in a couple of hours with Alexis, or as John says, our bold face. So guys, it's been an absolute pleasure to see you all. I'll be back again later on, and we'll be doing some 420 News episodes. We'll get some interviews lined up as well over the coming weeks, and we'll do some on-street stuff as well. I do intend to get out there a little bit into the public and engage with the public audience, as I've wanted to do it over the last couple of months with the Citizens Assembly ongoing. Always are the intentions there, getting out into the public, engage with the actual citizens on the street, and just put questions to people and get some honest answers. So that's going to be, fingers crossed, all happening very soon. Mr. Finnegan, feck off, this is my lighter, you bollocks, boy. You got that off of R420, boy. Best shop in the country, huh? Actually, did I not get you a good lighter there above in Dublin or something? I think that was your lighter, John. He done swaps with John's lighter and came back with a better lighter for him. But guys, much love to you all out there. The Roving Reporter, Paula, what's happening, Paula? Much love. Parker, Mr. Finnegan, Bob. Sure, Fudge says, trying to listen in at work, have a blast. Nice one, Fudge. Absolute pleasure to see you in there. And again, extend my greetings out there to the other half. Hopefully everything is good. Am I missing anybody? Kane, Dermot, Jerry, Mr. Wes. Great to see you back on the air, says Mr. Wes. Kyle, what's happening, Kyle? Catch you all later, guys. Absolute pleasure, guys. Nice one for joining me, and I'll see you all back on here very soon. Much love. Peace. Bye-bye.